Today I'm going to teach you 5 ways. Simple and smart.
Reusing petty bottles is easy to do,
Does it really work?
and I'm sure you'll like it. Take a bottle and mark it in the center by drawing a line. Then with scissors, cut along the marked line. Cut the bottle in half, remove the cap from the bottle, and make a hole in the center. Now you must place a cotton cord inside the hole. Now you need to cut the cord, leaving a size approximately a little longer than the bottle. In the next step, you must tie a knot in the center of the cord. The knot will ensure that the cord does not come out through the hole in the lid. Look, now put the cord through the mouth of the bottle and put the cap on it. It's ready now. See how simple and easy it is. You put water inside the bottle and then you put this part inside. I'll show you how it's done. First, hold the cord in the center of the bottle, leaving it above the height of the bottle. Then with the other hand, place the soil for your plant or garden. So you add little by little. Very good, it turned out perfect. Now notice that the cord remained in the center, right where the roots will be. Now it's time to place your plant or garden right in the center, planting next to the cord. This way, with the water already inside the bottle, you just snap the top in. Notice that the core remains inside the water, and that is where the roots will absorb moisture from the soil. The water will wet the roots little by little through the cord.
With the bottle you must make these marks. It is very simple and easy, and it will look beautiful in your garden or living room. Pay attention. Draw a rectangle centered on the body of the bottle. That rectangle will be the area that is going to be cut inside the rectangle. Draw horizontal and vertical lines to create smaller divisions. These can be used to make tabs. They will be windows for the plants. Make this detail rounded like this to prevent the weight from tearing the bottle. Now I am going to start by cutting with some scissors. Get ready! The result turned out absolutely perfect. Look at how effortlessly it was accomplished. You now have to create a hole in the center of the lid. Then take a cord, bend it, and pass both ends of the cord through the hole precisely like so. Bring the ends of the cord together and tie a secure knot between them. Once it is firmly secured, notice the knot holds well. Next, you should attach the cap to the bottle you previously cut, ensuring it is secured and firmly in place. The result turned out perfectly, and it's quite firm. The next step involves making several holes at the bottom for water drainage. Now, with a screw, whether in your kitchen or garden window, you simply need to position the bottle you created and affix it to the screw. There is an alternative option as well. If, for some reason, you do not possess that hook screw, it's quite straightforward. Instead of securing the lanyard on the lid, simply remove the lid, insert a screw, and then position it securely to the ceiling. Then you place the bottle through the lid like this, so it will stay very firm.
Remove the cap from the bottle, then screw the cap onto a piece of wood. The lid should be tight, so use 2 screws or 2 nails. Look at the cap, it should stay firm like this. Now place the bottle on the cap and drill using a correct drill. The hole should be the size of the bottle mouth. Look how it looks. Now we are going to make the marks on the bottles. It is very easy. You just need to draw a window. The more bottles you make, the bigger your vegetable garden or vertical garden will be. And it is very important that the corners of the area that is going to be opened have a rounded shape. The round shape is sturdier and keeps the bottle from tearing. Now I'm going to cut the bottles. All the bottles have already been cut, and I need you to pay attention to this detail. We are going to make a tower with these bottles, and the first bottle should not have the hole we made with the drill, because that first bottle will serve as a hook where we will attach it to the wall. For this, we will have to make 2 small holes in the bottom of it. I'm using a hot wire to punch. It's much easier. The next step is to make 3 holes in the lids of each bottle, like this one here. Look, the bigger the hole, the better the next step. You will need a piece of wire like this, about 15 centimeters. It's simple. You're going to make a hook for the bottle tower using pliers. You're gonna bend the wire in half like this. Then you're going to pass the wire through the hole we made this way.
Now you must carefully turn the bottle over and using the pliers bend the 2 ends of the wire to the sides in such a manner. By doing this, the wire will remain firm and securely on the bottle, serving to hold it against the wall. Next, hold the bottles together, passing the wire through the hole we made with the drill precisely. Then take the pierced cap and close the mouth of the bottle exactly as described. Finally, attach the wire firmly to the wall in this manner. In each bottle, carefully put a layer of earth and another layer of gravel accordingly. This amount is ideal for gardens such as cilantro, lettuce, and various others. Leave the last bottle closed, keeping it unopened, as it will serve to store water, aiding in saving water and conserving nutrients for your garden efficiently. The only opening should be left at the bottom, tight enough to fit. Place large gravel first to prevent the smaller ones from going through the hole. When watering your garden, all the water will pass through all the bottles and accumulate in the last one along with all the nutrients it brought from the ones above. Now you can reuse that water and water again. This will save water and enrich your garden without losing any nutrients.
Take 2 bottles, mark a distance of 2 fingers on each side, and then make an opening. After making the opening, you need to make 2 holes on each side of the bottle. This is exactly where I'm dialing. Look, notice that we have to make a hole at the top and one at the bottom on each side of each bottle. I'm using a hot iron to drill the hole. It should be big enough for a cord to go through. Perfect. Now you need to make some holes for water drainage. The more holes the better, but be careful not to weaken the bottle with too many. That is, look at the bottle you have and make only the essential holes to drain the water without the bottle going loose. Now take a sturdy cord and run it through the holes we made in the sides of the bottles. It's very simple. Look. When you pass the cord inside the bottle, you should tie a knot at the tip. Now you have to stretch the cord and make sure it is firm enough so that the knot does not go through the hole. We must do it on the other side the same way. Perfect is very easy. Look, at the end of each bottle there is a knot. I made it with only 2 bottles, but you can make as many as you want. Now you just need to place it in a place that has sun. It can be in the window, on the balcony, or even on fences and trees. Take a jar or glass, place it on top of the bottle and make a mark with a pen. Then you have to cut at the mark using some scissors. Now remove the lid and take a board that is as thick as this, using the same pot at the same marks on the board, filling as much space as you can. The more the better. Now mark the center of each circle. The next step is to drill where you marked, making a hole the same size as the mouth of the bottle. Now we have to make another hole, but smaller inside the hole we made. This hole will serve for perfect water drainage. Now look at the holes. The largest hole will serve for the bottles, and the smallest will serve for the water outlet. Now I'm going to sand to remove the marks. The next step is to place all the bottles we cut. It turned out perfect. We call this cell. It serves to produce seedlings and germinate seeds for gardens. The size is perfect with water drainage and is removable.
That's how it's going to look.
Without spending any money if you don't have the board.
You can use Unicell instead.
Ella, thank you for seeing me. I wish you happiness and health for a lifetime. Bye.
Favor.
Share my video and subscribe to the channel.